Welcome to Faith Exclusive, Episode 14, where we discuss topics that challenge you and assist in finding the solutions for a better outcome and a way forward. I'm your host, Faith. In Episode 13, we discussed people-pleasing. In this episode, we are discussing the independent thinker. Our disclaimer is a reminder that this podcast should not be taken as legal counseling or advice. Information on this podcast is for inspiration, and we cannot be held liable for information included. Do not rely solely on the information shared. If you do, we will not be held liable for such reliance. This podcast isn't a substitute for professional advice. We are not a professional. The content is opinionated and the terms of use are to the best of our knowledge. We also reserve the right to change the management of this podcast. Let's get started. Welcome to a new episode of the Faith Exclusive podcast. We are discussing the independent thinker. Who is the independent thinker and what are the characteristics? An individualistic, self-determining, self-reliant, self-sufficient when it comes to developing your own views and opinions about a given thing. Separate yourself from the majority. You desire to make up your own mind by doing the research, analyzing the facts, and taking accountability for your outcome. Independent thinkers are open-minded, critical in thinking, and not voluntold. You do not identify with the majority's point of view. You're not easily persuaded and you don't go along to get along. You don't need a stamp of approval or validation and you're not afraid to stand alone. Characteristics that describe independent thinkers are respectfully questioning authority, being self-motivated, seeking to be objective, using multiple sources to determine an outcome, a seeker of new evidence, and most importantly, confidence and courage. Are you an independent thinker? If you're joining, welcome to Episode 14, where we discuss the independent thinker. Let's explore the advantages of being an independent thinker and how you can maintain this approach in life. It's being innovative in problem solving, less likely to be persuaded without facts, healthier decision-making, personal growth and development, and a greater ability to adapt because you're not sold out to one opinion or side. You can weigh both sides of any matter and make the necessary adjustments. In a rapidly changing world, understanding the pros and cons and cause and effect is smart. Your personal and professional life will appreciate the balance. It's an open door of opportunity. It's balanced, and balance is healthy in every aspect of life. It's avoiding old ways of thinking. If you're joining, welcome to Episode 13, where we discuss the independent thinker. The disadvantages of being an independent thinker, if not balanced, can cause insulation. A feeling of not fitting in when you choose to see differently. It can cause you lots of conflict when you refuse to think the way you are being told to think. Being misunderstood is possible. It's overconfidence causing you to reject valuable input and depend on your own accord. The goal is to rid yourself of the disadvantages, be balanced, and have healthy collaboration, and this is how you do it. Balancing independent thinking with collaboration can lead to more innovative and effective solutions. Value diverse perspectives, communicate clearly, express your ideas, be open to feedback, find common ground, focus on common objectives, be willing to adjust your stance, build trust, be reliable, show respect, leverage strengths, delegate appropriately, stay flexible, reflect and learn, and evaluate for continuous improvement. If you're joining, welcome to Episode 13, where we discuss the independent thinker. Psychologist says, and I quote, "These traits make independent thinkers valuable in various settings, as they bring unique perspectives," unquote. It helps identify the complexities, and it's a personal learning experience. It can be a moment of redefining. Psychologists also suggest that you can develop these traits and enhance them by building your self-esteem, setting and achieving goals, positive self-talk, cultivating your curiosity, asking open-ended questions, exploring new topics, developing resilience, embracing challenges, practicing mindfulness, fostering open-mindedness, listen actively, consider alternatives, enhance critical thinking skills, analyze information, evaluate sources, maintain integrity, be honest, reflect on values. Promote autonomy, practice making decisions on your own, and learn to say no when necessary to maintain your independence. That brings us to the end of this episode. We appreciate you during our discussion regarding the independent thinker. We hope this ignited something in you that provoked your curiosity. As always, we welcome you back and appreciate your listening ear here on Faith Exclusive Podcast. Please subscribe, like, and share.